Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's pick a card reading is what is going to happen to me. We have 4 piles here, mostly because while I was shuffling this time, the 4th pile came out in and of itself, and the cards were congruous. They read together very well. They told a story, and I felt that story needed to be heard by somebody. So we have 4 piles. Pile number 1 is represented by an amethyst. Pile number 2 is represented by a piece of pyrite. Pile number 3 is represented by a goldstone. And pile number 4 is represented by a superb druzy. So go ahead and take a moment to figure out which pile's right for you. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take this moment to say if you like this video, please hit the like button. Consider subscribing and turning on the bell icon. And please leave a comment down below. I started this channel during a very dark time, and I just want to thank you guys for bringing me a lot of light. Your comments, just interacting with you guys, it makes my days a lot brighter. So thank you for that. And if there's a type of pick a card reading you want to see, let me know. I'll do it for you. Thank you very much, and let's get started. Pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you need a bit more time, pause that video, and let's get started. All right, pile number 1. What's going to happen to you? You chose the amethyst, and your cards are Psychic Protection, number 40. Around me now, a shield of gold, protecting me, strong and bold. Goes well with your amethyst. Number 35, victory. I shall celebrate and I shall rise. I will let victory make me wise. Actually, I'm going to keep them down here so you can see them a little better. Beauty, number 4. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And energy, number 13. A light inside my fire divine. Energy, fill me, make me shine. What's going to happen to you, pile number 1? Well, I see you are automatically protected. Whether this is in the psychic way, as it says here, or whether this is actually your subconscious mind reminding your conscious mind often to wash your hands, keep your hands away from your face, limit distance, don't go out as much. I see you being victorious in that. And you have this beautiful energy, so maybe you're someone who is... This protection is not about not going out, but this protection is instead about protecting the community. Maybe you're someone who is helping others right now, helping the elderly, the immunocompromised, and you're running errands and doing things for them, which is why you have such a beautiful energy, why you have this victory, and why you are protected. So what's going to happen to you? Well, you're protected. So whether you get this virus or not, you're going to be okay. You're victorious. Try to find the beauty right now. There is still beauty. There is still good people. There are still good things going on. So try and find that beauty and hang on to that energy, and victory will be assured. Your other possibility is you may be a healthcare worker. If you are a healthcare worker, you are going to be victorious in fighting this. You are going to be victorious on really helping. I mean, you've got very strong energy. You've got victory. You've got psychic protection, and you've got beauty. So this kind of sees you as doing something beautiful to help other people, which kind of brings me toward the healthcare worker, like nurse or doctor or something along those lines. If you are, thank you very much. I appreciate all of your help, especially right now. Yeah, that's what I see. You've got psychic protection. If you're someone who meditates, picture a shield of gold, a light of gold around you. you're going to be victorious. You have this beautiful energy, and they're saying use it for good. Use it to help others. Use it to protect others. Protect yourself. Be careful out there. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Disinfect your remotes and banisters and stove knobs and all the light switches and things you don't normally. And be careful. I love you guys, and I don't want to see you very sick or worse. So take care of yourselves, guys. Pile number 2. What is going to happen to you? You chose the pyrite. And your cards are Wisdom, number 7. On a Wednesday with a waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Courage, number 17. By shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. Abundance, goddess of abundance divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. Destiny, number 8. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. All right, here's kind of what I see for you, pile number 2. You guys are very well educated about what is going on with this virus. You're wise, you're smart, you're taking the precautions. But when you are taking the time to be courageous and maybe go shopping to get stuff for yourself for groceries, or you're taking the time to also stop and ask your neighbors if they need anything. This brings you to your destiny. Your neighbors start seeing you as a leader. People around you start seeing you as a leader because you're helping out. Now, if you're immunocompromised, this is not the reading for you. If you're immunocompromised, I do not want you going out in this mess today. Be smart and have the courage to say, I can't do it right now. Realize that you have abundance and friends and family around you who will help you, and that you have a destiny that needs to be fulfilled. So that's for you, my autoimmune people. I love you because I understand you, because I am one of you. Don't waste your spoons on this. Don't get yourself sick. It may seem like it's normal times, it's okay to do, but there is community spread, at least in my area, which means you never know. You could walk into a 7-Eleven and get it because someone 2 hours earlier walked in there and coughed. So be careful. And if you're helping other people, thank you. For some of you, this has nothing to do with the virus at all. For some of you, there is something that you have been wanting to do for a long time, and I believe it's either change careers or you're changing majors in school. You have the wisdom, you have the courage, and when you make this change, abundance happens because it's your destiny. Yeah, for some of you, this is you're going for a job. You work at a you work at a company and there's an opening for a management or even higher or a different position than you normally do at the job, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to go for it. You're going to, work up the courage to do this because you have the wisdom. You have what you need to get there. You're going to be abundant in this position. This is your destiny. You do have 2 7s here, if that means anything to you. Again, 7, 17, 2, and 8. So be smart. Be courageous. Sometimes courage is staying home when you don't want to. Abundance will come in a good way. And destiny is yours. This is meant to be. You're going to get to where you need to get. And sometimes bad things happen and we don't know the reason. And a lot of people think destiny is bunk for that reason, but I want to give you a personal anecdote of my own life where I can say that destiny, where I can say that bad things can happen for a good reason has happened. In 2014, I was attacked by a St. Bernard that we rescued. He was 2 years old, and he had been abused, but the place that we got him from did not tell us that. I don't know if they knew it themselves or not. And he tried to kill me. I am 5'3". I am a tiny thing. At the time, he weighed, I believe at the time of his death, he weighed 179. I weighed 160, and I had to fight him off. He nearly tore my left breast off of me. There were 7 full and entire sets of teeth marks in that breast. They don't know how I stayed on my feet because he was trying to kill me. But the way I stayed on my feet is because I was a zookeeper. I had training in dealing with something like this happening. The reason I stayed on my feet was because I had 2 small children upstairs, and I knew if this dog had killed me, he would go up there and immediately kill them, because that's what happens when animals go feral and snap. Now, had the dog not attacked me at the time that it attacked me, I would have gone to my regular doctor and life would have been the same. During this, I was trying to be diagnosed for an autoimmune disease. Nobody knew what was going on. What we had were numbers coming back in tests that didn't make sense. We had severe issues. I had seizures. I had all kinds of problems going on, and nobody could get it figured out because the type of lupus that I have is ANA negative lupus. And so it won't show up on an ANA test. And that's true in 40% of lupus cases. So you could be dying from lupus and still not test positive with that test for lupus. And the doctor I was seeing at the time had kind of given up and looked at me and said, well, maybe it's a spiritual disease. But when the dog attacked me, I needed someone to look at the stitches and stuff that the ER person had, the glue and stuff that the ER person had put in. And my doctor, the one who spiritual diseased me, was out of town. So I made an appointment with a brand new doctor. And within, 2 months of being with this new doctor, with the testing that she did, she looked at me and said, you have lupus. Let's try this. And so she gave me the medication, Plaquenil, and I started taking it. And within in less than a month, my life had changed. It was that severe of a change. So bad thing being a good thing, had the dog never attacked me, I would have never gone to this new doctor and never been diagnosed with lupus. Now, I can see the chain of events now looking back, but at the time I couldn't see that. At the time that didn't make sense. It was just the dog attacking me was just a tragedy. But sometimes these tragedies happen. Sometimes these things happen for a reason. Right now in this world, there's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of division. There's a lot of fighting. And this may be one way for us to start pulling together, because boy, I've seen Republicans taking care of Democrats and Democrats taking care of Republicans, and that's what we need. This is not the virus and people dying, but the togetherness is what we need, and sometimes we get what we need through not so nice measures. And that was the whole point to that. I'm sorry if I rambled on a little too long or gave you too much information. That is what I have for you. Pile number 2, you chose the pyrite. And I hope only good things happen for you. Or if anything bad does happen, I hope only good things come out of it for you. I love you, pile number 2. Thank you. Pile number 3, you chose the gold stone. And your cards, what is going to happen to you? Knowledge, number 28. Let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of my ancestors flow. Well, right now, it sounds like what's happening to you is you're learning as much as you can about what's going on around you. Grace, number 20. Grace, blessing, come to me to set me free. And you have grace. That's good. Number 34, strength. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina. I am power. What I kind of get from this pile number 2 is you're someone who should be staying at home right now. You're someone who's either immunocompromised or elderly, and the cards are telling you stay at home and stay strong. And if you stay at home and you stay strong and, keep up to date on things, keep checking in, and not just with one news outlet, check different news outlets, because there are some who are changing information to make it look better for their whatever respective party or what have you. So keep up to date on the information. You have grace here. So you are blessed. Stay strong right now. You may want to, get up and go somewhere to see your parents, but if you're a college kid, you may want to go home and see your parents, but it might not be the right time to do that, if that makes sense. Like if you're someone living off campus, stay where you're at, because if you go home, you may bring this to them. The other one I'm getting, it really has absolutely nothing to do with coronavirus or being sick or anything like that at all. And it literally is about your life, and it's telling you, honestly, what I'm seeing here is you're supposed to be a teacher. I don't know who needed to hear that, but you have knowledge, you have grace, you have strength. With knowledge, grace, and strength, you can teach anybody anything. With knowledge, grace, and strength, you can lead the world. So, and others of you, this is saying that you have learned a lot about something, and that something that you've learned a lot about is helping you now. It's helping you to stay strong now. Maybe you have a panic disorder or anxiety, and the knowledge that you're learning at this time, you may have learned some new way of calming down. You may have learned a new meditation or something along those lines. But it's causing you to have this grace, and it's bringing you a lot of strength. So stay strong. You're going to be okay. Stay smart, stay updated, stay informed, and be careful. Okay, pile number 3. I love you guys, and I want you to take care of yourselves, please. Wash your hands, disinfect your surfaces. Don't go out unless you need to. If you are someone who is low risk, help those who are high risk. Do some grocery shopping, maybe something like that if you can. It's a beautiful way to make some change in the world and show that there is still love, there is still caring, there is still good people, because that's necessary right now. Thank you, pile number 3. I hope you have a good day. Bye. Pile number 4. You are my mystery pile. I normally only do 3 piles when I do pick a cards, but your cards came out on the 4th shuffle after not getting another single card for 3 shuffles for pile number 3, and I was just about to put this away, and these cards came out. So you chose the Superb Druzy. It's a very, very pretty stone. I wish I could really show you the depth of it. And your cards are number 14, Friendship. Bring to me friendship, true, sharing, laughter, understanding, too. Okay, so maybe you are writing out this virus thing with someone you care about, a friend. Oh, be careful, huh? Unless you want a baby. Number 37, fertility. Let all take root, seed, and sprout. Let new life be all about. Well, that tends to happen after things like this. 9 months later, after a quarantine, a lot of children are born because there's not a lot to do. And prosperity, number 3. Yeah, as this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Okay, pile number 4. Your cards are telling me if you want to get pregnant, now's the time. If the person you're with also wants this, this is the perfect time to do this. You have a not just relationship, or maybe you don't even have a relationship at all, but you have a friendship, and there's there's fertility and prosperity here. So your friendship is going to yield fruit. I kind of see this as y'all are going to have a baby. For some of you, this is a warning. Y'all are going to have a baby. Wear something. Wrap that shit, Make sure you take those pills. But for some of you, that's whoop, whoop, you're going to have a baby. Be careful right now if you don't want a baby. If you do want a baby, enjoy. Have fun. It's a good way to pass the time. And that is what I have for you, pile number 3. And I want to thank you because the readings were kind of what you expect. And this, though, this made me smile. I did not expect this reading to come out. This was not, I usually only do 3 piles. These 3 cards came out. I saw these 2 together and went, oh, okay. And when I pull them all together, yeah, some of you are really going to have a prosperous, fertile friendship with someone this month. So either be careful or congratulations and good luck. That's what I have for you and what is going to happen. And be careful. Even if you're hooking up with someone, be careful. Make sure that they're not sick. Make sure that you're not sick. Don't transmit this to other people. You may think you'll be okay, but if you give this to your boyfriend and his grandma dies, is he ever going to forgive you? Or if you give this to your girlfriend and her uncle with cancer dies, is she ever going to forgive you? So just think about stuff like that if you can't think about others. So yeah. But I see you're probably someone who does think about others, but there is a baby coming for you, pile number 3, or, be warned of the possibility of a baby. There's one more option. You have developed a friendship at this time. You're being kind of stuck in with somebody who might be somewhat new. This might be a new relationship. This is going to be a solid friendship that is going to bring forth a lot of good things. It may not be children. It may just be, a really good friendship. It may be marriage and then children. It may be a business relationship. But that's what I have for you, pile number 4. And I hope this prosperity, I hope this fertility, I hope this friendship makes you smile and brings you so much joy and happiness. And I hope you guys stay safe out there. And I want to thank you very much for spending your time with me. And I hope you have a great night. Bye. For those of you wondering what cards I used, these are the Magickal spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I highly recommend them. They're absolutely beautiful. The guidebook actually contains a spell for each card and all the ingredients that you need to cast the spell if you're into witchcraft. I am not. I just love the cards and I enjoy them and I think they tell a beautiful story. So, thank you very much. Please stay safe. I care about you guys and I want you to be okay. Bye.